Good evening, everyone from all around the world watching the BWF Air Badminton Asia Pacific Continental Championships 2025. Here live from Port Dickson, Pantai Saljana Beach here in Malaysia. I'm Lloyd Green, with me is Ian Wright. We have the team relay quarterfinals, and on court one, we have a thrilling quarterfinal match between Hong Kong, China and the United Arab Emirates. Ian, welcome.
Thank you, Lloyd. Good evening, everyone. I think this one will be really interesting. Traditional badminton fans will think, yeah, this should be okay for Hong Kong, China. But UAE were one of the first countries to start running air badminton tournaments, both nationally and regionally. They've actually been playing it longer than anybody, and actually they've caused one of the upsets of the day by beating Korea. So this one will be really interesting, I have to say.
And the UAE are not alone in being one of the earliest followers of air badminton. Hong Kong, China also have been on from early doors, and those watching at home may see a familiar face playing. We got Wing Kai Vincent Wong from Hong Kong, China, who is a top 10 player for the World Tour.
Yeah, and Vincent's been great in developing air badminton. He's a big fan. And Hong Kong team is really interesting because it's a mix of youth and ex-international players. And Hong Kong are a country, as you say, that have taken air badminton very seriously. They've developed a federation. So actually in this match we've got two of the countries in Asia that have taken air badminton the most seriously.
And off the form guide from today, it should be a close battle. So Hong Kong are undefeated. They beat Brunei earlier today 60-9 in the team relay format. And then against Malaysia early this afternoon, it was 60-33. So they've had a relatively smooth sailing. They are the third seeds this week in the team relay competition. The UAE pushed Indonesia, who are the first seeds, 57-60. Indonesia won that one, but that was a really close match. And then, as you said in the opener, UAE then pulled off the upset of Korea. So it should be very close.
Yep, as I say, the UAE players, they've got a lot of experience in air badminton. Not a lot of really top names that anyone will recognise, but a lot of experience and good tactically in this discipline.
And again, for those watching for the first time, the team relay format, we got a combination of doubles and triples matches. The order of these determined at the toss by the coach or the team manager. So this evening we're playing women's doubles first, then women's triples, then men's triples, then men's doubles. Does that give an advantage to either team, or hard to tell?
I think that order keeps UAE in the tie, because today you'd have to say their men have been really strong. They took a lot more points in the men's than the women's in the Indonesia match, and that was very, very close. And these three guys that play the triples for them, they've got a lot of air badminton experience, which a lot of these other countries here haven't yet got. They're used to playing on sand. They've got a lot of sand facilities in UAE, so they're actually very experienced in this format.
So you reckon it could be a scenario that Hong Kong, China might get the early advantage and then UAE will come home strong?
Yeah, I think for UAE to win, the girls need to really pick up a lot of points in their matches. If they pick up points and we go into the two men's disciplines reasonably close, then UAE will think they've got a chance.
Very good. So of course we're now playing under lights. Earlier today it was daytime, so a slight adjustment for all the players who played earlier today. We're now under lights for the first time in competition environment, so a slight adjustment. The wind has also changed a little bit of a direction from earlier today, so let's see how that impacts play.
And it will. It's changed from earlier on today. Once the light goes, the wind direction tends to change. We've got what we would call a bit of a rain wind at the moment that's come in. So from the conditions that they played their last matches in, this is quite a change for them. And it's who adapts. And that's the beauty of air badminton. There are more elements to it, if you like, than indoor badminton. They've got to play with the wind, they've got to play with the changes in conditions, and it's who copes best with that.
Okay, we're just in the final moments of warm-up ahead of the women's doubles. Tell us about the UAE team, Ian. Badminton in the UAE has been a legacy project over the last decade plus.
Yeah.
We've seen in recent years at the world junior level some really good performances from UAE players, and at the upcoming TotalEnergies BWF World Championships 2025 in Paris, we've got their first ever participants from UAE qualified for the World Championships. So their performance and increase and growth is across the board.
I think it's fair to say in badminton in general, UAE are the fastest improving country in the world at the moment. It's quite incredible what they're doing at a junior level. You know, they've got top 10 ranked players in almost each discipline in the world junior rankings. Yes, they've brought in a couple of expats at senior level, but they're being phased out. And badminton's on a real high at the moment in UAE. And air badminton, as I say, has been something that they picked up on very early to give a different experience to some of their players, and they're reaping the benefits of that as well.
Actually, the draw for the World Junior Championships, the team competition, was done earlier today, and the UAE is seeded.
Yep. Yep. On world rankings, it doesn't surprise me. It's a really vibrant badminton culture that they've developed there. Many academies, a lot of very good foreign coaches that are working in there in the academies. So the level of the training that the young players are getting is very, very high.
We're almost ready here. If you happen to hear any other noise, there is a second court next door in the other quarter-final with Japan taking on Malaysia. After the group stage, the two highest seeds at the end of the group stage would automatically progress to the semi-finals, so that is Indonesia and China. So those two teams are awaiting the winners of these quarterfinals on right now. And I can give you a score update that Japan is off to a quick start, 5-0 over Malaysia, as we're just waiting for this other quarterfinal on court one to commence. Ian, your thoughts here? Is it 50-50? Are you going to pick a winner? Are you going to jump off the fence?
It's a tough one to call, and obviously I've been a little bit biased because I've been heavily involved in the UAE development project over a number of years now.
You can't be biased.
But okay, I can't be biased. I think maybe just on experience, maybe just Hong Kong, but I think it's a really interesting match.
And again, if you're new to air badminton and you're watching at home, if you have any questions, leave your comments in the comment section. We'll take note and we'll try and get back to you over the course of the event while we're commentating. We've got a slight delay here, just bear with us, and we'll be on court with the first action very soon. Just an extended warm-up, maybe a slight technical difficulty. Ian, tell us about the lighting rig here at night. It's quite the setup that we got. What's been involved in setting up this pop-up stadium? We're on the beach, we're meters from the sea. We've got a grandstand, big backdrop, court. What's involved?
I mean, I don't know if you saw the opening sequence, but the drone shot was quite spectacular because what you can't see from the master shot is just behind there is literally the sea. The tide's in. We're probably only a couple of meters from being in the sea at the moment. Very, very spectacular venue. And the lighting rig has been designed to complement the, well, let's put it this way, the shuttle has been designed to complement a evening time light rig like this. So what we're continually trying to do is to improve the viewer experience. Some of you out there will have watched this event a couple of years ago when we streamed, and we got a lot of complaints about the visibility of the shuttle, but as you can see here, much more visible now. The lighting's better, the angles are better, and the colour of the shuttle is better.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, we're underway. And Hong Kong, China with the first point.
That's very clever. Just playing safe, playing to the centre of the court.
Clear tactics early from Hong Kong, China, with a service taken from wide out and then playing down into the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think they're going to play safe a little bit to start with because the wind has changed from their earlier match. So I think we'll see a little bit of play to the centre of the court until they work out how to use the wind. There again, centre of the court, centre. Very solid from the more experienced Hong Kong pair. At the moment, I would say the UAE girls just a little bit nervous, a little bit tentative, but I'm sure they'll grow into it. Yeah.
And in this relay format, we play until 15.
Yeah. Basically, it's 4 times 15. And there'll be a change of ends at 8 in each of those 4 sections. And just using the middle.
It's a bit of a messy start. Both teams trying to find out that that wind and play, as you say, playing safe, but a lot of errors.
Yeah, yeah. But a little bit nervy as well. You know, there's only 3 teams that are going to qualify for the World Cup finals from this event, and there is a lot of pressure here. You know, obviously the losers are out of that that fight for those places. So I can imagine there's a few nerves floating around.
Yes, that's right. So from Asia, there's 3 qualifiers. So not only we will have a gold medal playoff, 1 and 2, but there'll be a 3 versus 4 playoff, and the winner of the 3 versus 4 will also make it through to Sharjah, the World Cup in the UAE. And just a reminder, that World Cup finals, that's in December at the end of the year.
And it's been good. This is actually the 3rd of the qualifying events that we've been running globally. So we've already had the Pan Am Championships and we've already had the African Championships. So we've got 4 teams already qualified, and I'm sure they'll be tuning in to have a look at the opposition. So from the Pan Am region, Brazil and Venezuela qualified. And from the African region, we have Egypt and Nigeria. So we're well on the way to sorting out those places.
And then the last qualifier is in the Europe continent, and that's coming from Azerbaijan in early September.
Yep. almost straight after the World Championships.
So just had the first interval here, Hong Kong, China 8, UAE 4. They've switched sides.
Yeah, you can see the UAE girls are gradually working their way into this game. Be interesting to see with the change of ends, because Hong Kong seem to have some problems from this end. It looks a little bit quicker from this end as we're looking now. And of course, to all you badminton fans out there, the service will look quite strange to you.
Yes, that was a unique one just then.
That's a big difference. I mean, the only restriction on the service, well, there's two restrictions on the service. If you see the cones at the side of the court, service has to be from behind the cone, but it only needs to be below the height of the net, which is 145. So any serve up to there is legal. So quite different to traditional badminton.
And you're seeing the Hong Kong China team utilising various positions in the backcourt to serve from in various styles, changing up, where the UAE girls are a little bit more traditional in their service position and stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to work out whose turn it is to serve.
I think they've gone out of order. I think they've just they've actually gone out of order with the service. Yep, I think everybody's confused now. And there from this side, the Hong Kong pair were serving flatter.
Yep.
Now they feel it's a little bit more, they can control the length a little bit more. They're serving a little bit higher.
Oh. It was a good rally, but just misplaced that one down the right-hand side. So 11-8.
And that's the difference with the badminton. There's a lot more agility required for this, for air badminton. And you've got the possibility to dive more.
Yes, with a soft landing.
Yes. As we were talking earlier on, a number of the European teams have taken on beach volleyball coaches to work on footwork and agility on sand.
A few points there for Hong Kong, China in a row. Oh, unforced error on the serve.
And anything above 10 for the UAE pair keeps them in the tie, with their stronger pairs and triples to come. Yeah, all
Very good.
Yeah, all these are important points. Just hanging on.
They've got a broken string, I think. Changing a racket, yeah.
That's something you do see more of in air badminton, more broken strings. It's because you miss time a little bit. Obviously the shuttle's moving around in the air with the airflow and the wind. So there is a lot of missed time shots, so you get a lot of broken strings. And what the players tend to do is, I was talking to the stringers early on, they're having lower tension for air badminton, which gives them more control with the shuttle.
And for the fans who have no idea about air badminton watching this for the first time, they're the same rackets.
Same rackets. That was one of the prerequisites when we were designing the shuttle. We wanted a shuttle that could be played for with badminton rackets, which means that the game's accessible to anybody with a badminton racket, which is great. So it's a big bottom line is to get more people active in our sport and offering a different discipline.
So we've got game point. Again, serving from the back. Long. So Hong Kong, China will take a 15-11 lead. Heading into the women's triples. Now some of these women will stay on court for the triples.
Yes. In fact, if the two teams are the same as their previous matches, all four of the players will stay on court unless they've changed it up.
Just a reminder, we will have the semi-finals of the team relay tomorrow afternoon, and then the finals and the third, fourth playoff in the evening. Tomorrow morning we have the opening rounds of the individual competition.
Individual in terms of triples.
Yes.
Not exactly individual.
Yeah, it's no singles to avoid any confusion, but the triples competition begins tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Men's and women's.
Yes.
And for the World Cup, the qualification and entry to the World Cup finals in Sharjah is based off the team relay, but there will also be triples competition at the World Cup.
Yes. So the teams that qualify for the final will be able to play the team relay and the triples events. But they qualify through the team relay, the Continental team relay competition.
So it's quite important that you hit the ground running. This first day of competition, and we're already at the knockout phase, and basically some of the dreams for some of the countries to make the World Cup finals is already over.
Yes, that's true. But having said that, you know, the teams have had each team's had quite an opportunity with the pool stages earlier on today. So, and we've seen some different countries competing, which is nice. We've had Brunei competing, which is really great to see them here. Yeah, first time. Australia here, which is also really good for us.
But Australia do qualify as the Oceania representative for the World Cup.
They'll be the highest finishing team from the Oceania region, so they will qualify. Yeah. But it's been a learning experience for them here. And I'm sure they'll actually come out a bit stronger for the finals in Sharjah. They'll know more what to expect now. A little bit isolated in Australia. They haven't really seen any international competition yet. So it was a bit of a shock to them this morning. They got off to a slow start. But they were also improving as they played more during the day. And that's nice with this competition as well, that the players do play a little bit more, get more airtime, if you like, rather than in the badminton events, the traditional badminton events, one match, if you lose, you're gone. Here, it's quite dense, the competition and the schedule, so you see the players coming onto court more.
So we're now in the women's triples. Essentially, it's the exact same as what we've just been watching with the women's doubles, but one additional player.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen this today in any of the matches. Actually, there's been two consecutive ones of the same sex, where it's been either a men's doubles and a triples, or a ladies doubles and a ladies triples following each other.
So we actually don't know who won the toss, but based on this, any idea of who may have won the toss? Who does this order suit better?
I would imagine UAE, because their boys have been stronger, and although the Hong Kong guys have a strong team, if UAE are going to win, their boys have got to score a lot of points. So I would think it was UAE that won this toss, and you can see the UAE team and their officials really trying to encourage the girls. Just to pick up every point will be important here. The closer they can leave it after this game, the more chance they're giving their boys to come back.
How much of a gap is too much?
Well, we were writing career off earlier on, weren't we, before the fourth game?
I think that was 45-33.
Yep.
So that's 12 points back, and I think the final score was 60-56.
Yes, yeah. It is possible, you know, momentum changes quickly, but the Hong Kong guys are very experienced. They've got some former very, very top badminton players in that, traditional players.
This is a great rally here. Oh, that's a great point.
It's a good rally, very good rally.
Some good defence in the middle of that rally to keep it alive, and then they turned it into attack.
Yeah, and the longer the rally goes on, the harder it is positionally. You can see that the
start to lose the formations.
Hong Kong China team there had completely lost their formation by the end of that. They'd been moved around and they were really struggling with the rotation.
And just remind everyone, in triples, you don't have to take the shot in like an order of 1, 2, 3, but you just can't hit it twice in a row. Right?
No, twice in a row is a fault, and that hence the rotation you see in there. You see the Hong Kong China girl there just step into the side after she hit, leaving the court for the other two players. But that gets harder as the rallies get longer.
So 19-13, sorry, apologies, 19-14.
Interesting pattern, because the shorter rallies are going to the Hong Kong team at the moment. They're very organised off service and the formation after that. When the rallies are being extended, UAE are actually doing much better once they get past the first 4 or 5 shots.
So if you were the coach of UAE and at the interval that's coming up, what would you suggest to the girls to try and get into these rallies sooner?
I think I would suggest for them to go to the middle early on and then open up the court from there and follow the player that's just hit from the middle.
So is there anything specific that they're doing wrong, or is it just Hong Kong China's is maybe controlling it a little?
Hong Kong China are very, very organised after the service, and they've got good variety of service. They're moving them early. To negate that, I think the UAE girls need to play the returns of serve more to the centre. See wide service, so the other two players are automatically in good position. And it's the UAE girls that are having to move and getting confused with the formation. You see the 3 of them in a straight line there, rather than having the court covered on the 2 sides.
So we're at the interval. Prior to this women's triples, the score was 15-11 after the women's doubles, and basically it has been 8 points to 3. So far, so quite dominant from Hong Kong China.
Yeah, tactically, as I say, they're very good after the serve, good variety, using the conditions. But I like this where, you know, it's quite a young team, the UAE team, but I like the fact that they're trying to sort themselves out. There's no coach coming on there. They're trying to sort themselves out, taking the lead tactically.
Now,
good experience for them.
If you're waiting on the sidelines and you're the men's triples that's about to come on, are you conscious about the score? Are you like, oh, don't get too far ahead, or you're just focusing on your own game? Is it in this relay format you don't want to be chasing too much? How do you reckon the players? And you've obviously got Vincent, who's a very experienced player. This is all new to all players, so. How do you see that?
I mean, you want them to be focused on their own game, but having said that, in the team relay, your situation and even tactically is a little bit dependent on the score and how far you are behind.
Which is a very unique element to badminton, but actually quite unique to all sport, I would say. There's not too many other formats like this across all sport.
No. team relay, the one that comes to mind would be fencing. Fencing,
Yep.
and but it's one-on-one, so there's not the variety of tactics, but there is the scoreboard pressure when you're coming on, whether you're behind or if you're in front. So there's scoreboard pressure, but this is quite unique in the amount of variables with 3-on-3.
Now, we did see in the women's doubles that the UAE team played better from this end,
Yes.
and the Hong Kong China girls struggled in that end. And we just saw obviously that the same the ends that were. So this end down here is playing a little bit easier.
It looks as though this is the favoured end certainly by what we've seen so far. Nice rally there. You see a little bit of the agility here that's required. Great dive to pick it up, stay in the rally. Second, 2 players end up on the floor.
But Hong Kong China persisting with the deep service again.
Yeah, it just puts the other 2 players in automatic good position in terms of court coverage. So from wide and a little bit deeper, here we see this is a great view of it. The other 2 players are well positioned to cover the court. The player who hits can stay out of the play. And you see there, they're so well organised there.
And the UAE player was quite exposed at the front after hitting that shot. There was an easy target to then hit back to her.
Exactly.
That's how you win the point.
Exactly. I think hopefully viewers are enjoying it as it is. But I think
great dive, but long. Yep.
I think as you watch it more, you'll see the tactics and you'll see the different possibilities that the teams have. As you say, great agility there again. It's good.
Okay, that's the important point.
Just hanging on. If they can get another 4 or 5 points here, they're still in
If
it.
they get past that 20-point mark, that'd be good for the confidence
It's a
of
bit
the
of a
team.
marker, yeah.
So you heard from the umpire, game point, 29-18. And then we get ready for men's triples. It's one such point. The wind is picking up though. It is stronger than earlier this morning. Okay, so that's the game. Hong Kong China take the lead 30-19 with 2 matches of the tie remaining. And just a score update in the other quarterfinal on court 2. Japan lead Malaysia 38-29. So your thoughts so far, Ian, on the tie?
Probably a little bit as expected. It's a very experienced Hong Kong China ladies team. A lot of experience in international competition in badminton, but also these girls have been playing air badminton for a fair time now. Tactically, they were very, very well organised. Not a big surprise against a young UAE team. But probably the stars of the day have been the UAE men's men. They've been exceptional today.
They were really good against the Indonesians, and then they were way too classy for the Koreans.
Yep. There he is, Vincent Winky Wong. A few years of experience there. Was a top men's singles player. Always fun to watch.
It's obviously great for the sport, for air badminton to have that progression. I guess that's what the sport needs. And you've been quite close to him in his development as an air badminton player, and using him as a, I guess, someone to sound off to get some feedback into the game. What's your conversations with Vincent been like?
Look, he's become a bit of an ambassador for us with air badminton. He really believes in it. He really thinks there's a future for it. And, you know, he's worked really hard on a voluntary basis to get it off the ground in Hong Kong, China. And it's really nice to see him here, still competing. And a nice guy, all-round nice guy. He was always a nice guy as a player, and he's still his character. He's got that sense of humour. He plays with a smile on his face. Yeah, great ambassador for us for the sport.
I mean, hopefully in the future we get to see a few more players that make that crossover. That would be great.
Yeah, I think in the European event we'll see some former players. We'll see some former internationals. In Europe, it tends to be a bit of a mix again between some younger players and some more experienced players who are just coming towards the end of their international careers.
We've had 2 points in the men's triples and also maybe some nerves for the UAE boys as well. 2 unforced errors.
It's a step up again for them in terms of the opposition. And they're just forcing a little bit the first couple of points here.
Because they're chasing. They know they need to make up points quickly.
Yeah, you can see more experienced player there just trying to calm the other two down.
So again, it's in the favour of Hong Kong, China to be a bit more conservative. They can play it down the middle, as you described earlier, play it safe.
I think that's where Vincent will come in as a leader here, just saying we don't have to do too much here. We need to keep it in play. Don't give easy points. And you can see you're right, exactly right. I mean, the UAE boys are forcing so far. They're trying to do too much. They need to relax and play their game.
There's a lot of looks around to each other.
Yeah, it's a shame because the communication's just falling down. But as you said before, it's about scoreboard pressure.
Yep.
They're coming on in a different situation here. Interestingly, in their group ties, they've always started with a boys' match. This is the first time they've started with girls' match.
Yep.
And it's a different sort of situation.
Yep.
Well,
so 7 straight points, sorry, 8 straight points.
Yeah.
Not the start that UAE wanted.
No, it's a shame. It's a shame actually because they played so well all day, and here the situation's just got to them a little bit. They're not being patient. They're not playing out the rallies. They're trying to force.
And while we look at court 2, things are getting very tight over there. 42-41.
Well, that's the beauty of this scoring system. Just small changes in momentum, and these gaps close very quickly. That's very solid from the Hong Kong China team there. You were asking about Vincent and my conversations with him. I can tell you what the conversations have been yesterday and today, and that is how many teams are qualifying, who are we playing. I want to be there. I want to be in the first finals. Super motivated, as always.
And that shows on the court tonight.
Yeah, he's setting the tone for this men's triple here.
Do you know much about Vincent's teammates?
Not so much. I've seen there's another ex-international over there who played a lot of men's doubles for Hong Kong, played Sudirman Cup. But yeah, as I say, it's a big mix, and one of the boys is a junior. junior player, quite highly ranked in the juniors. So it's a nice blend.
43-20.
And it's interesting because that's how beach soccer started, it's how beach volleyball started. It was ex-players, sort of as ambassadors, creating the model, and then younger specialist players came along and took over. But
Yeah.
both of those sports that have become global institutions actually started with ex-players.
Yeah.
So for us, it's really important to have people like Vincent involved. Very much in control there.
That was very dominant. That
Very,
was
very dominant.
15-1 in that game.
Yeah, I think the heads went down a little bit on the UAE side there. Shame, because they've had a really positive day.
Malaysia's now in the lead, 45-44.
45-20.
We didn't predict that one, did we?
Nope, nope. It's Japan that have been providing all the entertainment, because their match against China was 60-59.
Yes.
And it looks as though they're going to go the distance again with Malaysia.
Unfortunately, we've only got one televised court here. We would have loved to
Yeah.
show you that one as well. Maybe we can
Yeah.
commentate two ties at once.
They needed to split us up.
Okay, so we're now down to the men's doubles. (45-20). Unfortunately, we don't have a long history of stats and data in air badminton to work out what's the biggest comeback ever. But this could be it.
45-20.
Bit of a long shot, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of years of badminton experience and match experience with Hong Kong, China.
They're just controlling the shuttle a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing the conditions better. And it is a little bit different this evening. The wind has switched,
Yep.
and they're just dealing with it a lot better.
47-20.
So just a reminder, there is the dead zone at the front of the court, either side of the net. So the shuttle can't land in there, otherwise the point goes to the other team,
Exactly, yep.
which is unique to air badminton.
Interesting, the actual playing area from the dead zone to the baseline is almost exactly the same size as the badminton court. So actually you're playing on the same, almost the same area, just with the dead zone at the front of the court.
Out.
49-21.
That's where I like the flag system. It's really easy to see from the coverage,
Yep.
with the lines judges having the flags very visible.
Service over. 22-22.
And if you have any feedback or anything that you like about air badminton that you see, put it in the comments and let us know.
Service over. 50-22.
It's good.
Service over. 23-50.
You see Sonny coming in for that shot there. Sonny was actually very, very close to qualifying for Paris in the singles. On the final list of qualification, I think he was second reserve, so very, very close to qualifying. So a good player in his own right.
Service over. 51-24.
a bit of momentum now.
Yeah, I hope they can show the level because, as I say, they've been so good all day. And this, I'm afraid, the deficit in points after the first two games has just put too much pressure on. Every mistake is magnified because of the points difference. It's nice though, just holding it, using the back of the court. Good control in the conditions. Again, a little bit too safe that time.
But it's good to see the UAE boys finding their feet and getting some...
Yeah. It's good if they can get into this one. As I say, they've had a very positive day's badminton.
Very good. On court 2, Malaysia have hit the front and they're up 53-50. And it sounds like a few locals have come into the joint as well.
Yeah, got a little bit of a crowd for the match on the other court with Malaysia, the local home team playing.
Just wide.
A little bit unlucky. They've started to read the fact that the Chinese, the Hong Kong China team are just playing safe. So they've pushed their starting positions up the court a little bit. Try and take the shuttle earlier, which is good play, good thinking. Here we see them both advancing there. There was space for the shot, just missed it. But the right idea.
Wide.
That is over.
Okay.
53.
So far they're winning this game. They're 10-8 up, UAE in this game.
Yeah, no, they've relaxed. They know the game's gone. They've relaxed. They've started to play the level we've seen earlier in the day. Trying to push the base up, try and make sure they're covering the front of the court for these sort of soft, safe shots that the Hong Kong China pair are using a lot of.
Oh, great dive. Brilliant. Unfortunately, went into the net on the next shot, but that was a great dive. That's brilliant. That's what we'd love to see.
There we go. We should get a good view of it here. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's brilliant. Frame that. And that seemed very instinctual, that dive. But with the, as you said earlier, the beach volleyball training and that cross sport
Learning.
that has the ability to enhance air badminton even more in the coming years.
Absolutely. It'll be really interesting to see how the European teams have developed. Because, as I say, a lot of them have been using beach volleyball coaches. So it'll be really interesting to see the progress they've made. That's nice. That is nice. Yeah. Just drifting away again.
That is over. 39.
Right, so we've got a match point, tie point now, 59-32. And that's it. Hong Kong, China through. And at the exact same time, almost, Malaysia has won through as well. So we will have Malaysia and Hong Kong, China through into the semi-finals, and they'll be playing Indonesia and China.
Well, it's been a day of upsets. Really, really interesting now. Semi-finals should be great tomorrow.
Now we're going to try and get an interview with Vincent. So over to you, Ian, and if I'm unsuccessful, I'll be back.
Yep, good luck, Lloyd. Bit of a celebration going on here with the Hong Kong team. We actually had a court invasion on the next court with the Malaysian crowd coming down. Great atmosphere. Great first day of this event. 2 more days to go. Hope you'll be with us tomorrow for the semis, the finals and the playoff matches for the team event, but also for the preliminary rounds of the triples events in the morning. There's just a confirmation of the result, UAE 32, Hong Kong, China 60. But I think UAE can take a lot of heart from this result. UAE beating Korea was probably the standout result of the day. So they'll go into the triples with a little bit of confidence, and no disgrace in losing to this Hong Kong team. It's a very strong side that they've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night and goodbye.
Vincent, congratulations. Hong Kong, China are through to the semi-finals. Been a great day for your team, undefeated. How do you feel?
I think we play both well, and the opponent is the new opponent. Actually, I played 2 years ago, so I think I have much more experience, so it's our advantage.
Yes, you're a bit of a veteran in the air badminton scene, having played for several years now, and you were around 2 years ago. The girls got quite a good start and got a lead, and that made it easy for you boys to follow through on.
Yeah, actually our teams is the retired player, so we have the skill and the basics, so it makes us play more comfort on the game.
And what do you think about the stadium, the atmosphere? It's a beautiful location. What do you think so far?
Yeah, 2 times I come for Malaysia. The atmosphere is good. The audience enjoy the game. The players feel, I think, it's interesting and having fun. So we play on the court is very competitive. So we enjoy it a lot.
Now, one step closer to qualifying to the World Cup. What would that mean?
Is make the history, and is the milestone to be air badminton is the new sport. I hope that I transform from the indoor stadium and to the outdoor. So it's quite different, and I already retired for 2 years and come back to on court, and so I feel very excited to play the game.
Thank you very much, and good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good. Jangan cross, jangan cross, jangan cross.